Forces of Dorne, deep invasion into Essos and Targaryen territory. Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 10, Episode 7 of Game of Thrones, the board game. We are playing with the Mother of Dragons expansion. This series is Dorne versus Targaryen, but it's really Westeros versus Essos. We'll have a quick word from this channel's sponsor, and then we will jump into gameplay for round number 7. Thank you guys for watching. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore link down in the description where you can check out the 6 volumes of the Catu journals, including Hermeticism of Hastur, Genealogy of Cthulhu, and the Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. It's also available in the hardcover omnibus edition. We've also got the 3 volumes of Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines in our podcast saga, including George R.R. Martin's Dragons in the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, as well as the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries. You can also check out Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign and the Killingworth Bogman, and our newest offering, the Lovecraftian Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands. Each volume takes place in another one of Lovecraft's dreamland cities. Aimless, Aim Vicious in Cellophase, Hope's Home, Hysteria's Heart, and is in Daleth Lane. Stubborn Devotions of Venting and Forgiving with Hypnos in the City of Thrawn. Now back to our gameplay. Okay, starting out round number 7. We'll move our round token to 7. We will advance the Iron Bank. And I think we'll probably have some bidders on this as well. Let's go ahead and take our first round of Westeros phase. And we get Last Days of Summer. Nothing happens. Wildings will advance 1 space from that card. Westeros Phase 2. We get Game of Thrones. Each player collects 1 power token for each power icon on his board. So I'll go ahead and distribute these power icons during the fast forward phase, so we don't have to sit through all that. Westeros Phase 3. Westeros Phase 3, we get Sea of Storms. Raid orders cannot be played during the planning phase, so we got a second wilding attacks. I'm going to move the wilding up to 8 as a result. Only 2 more slots there. And then finally the Essos phase. We get Scattering Descent. So we can take Carhold. So let's go grab the Carhold. So we've got another area. Actually, we're going to advance the Targaryens up 1 as well. We'll do a quick look at the victory track here too in the fast forward phase. So we will jump into our planning phase to assign orders. I'll do that in fast forward mode, give you the guys the strategy walking through, and then we'll jump into round 7 gameplay. The plan here is to have Martell and Tyrell attack Essos, and the dragons attack King's Landing. Okay, jumping into the round, I'm going to have Hightower actually buy this Iron Bank with Vanguard Cavalry. And they're going to swap out Cavalry for we'll have 1, 2 Cavalry here. And they're going to swap that out in 3 towers. That will be their purchase. I will have them cash out for this for 4 points. We've awarded extra tokens. We'll also have Targaryens take their Expert Artificer here. So they get an additional tokens. I'll leave that there for them. Let's go ahead to revealing their orders. So strategy here is Highgarden is going to be making a move for Essos, as well as Dorne continuing their attack on the Targaryens. We will also have some sea battles potentially between Baratheon, Stark invasion from Pentos, Stark also defending Moat Cailin from the borders with the Greyjoys. Greyjoys at the twins and at the three fingers. House Aaron did not give them their orders. So let me just put these on quickly. I'll give them this and this and this as well. Okay, can reveal. Targaryens are on Dragonstone. Baratheons are on the Kingswood and King's Landing. They also have Shipbreaker Bay Fleet, and the Lannisters in Harrenhal and in Crackleclaw Point. Okay, so that is going to be the reveal. There are no raid orders this round, so let's move on to our first order. We're going to move a Highgarden Tyrell ship forward into the Orange Shore, and we're also going to allow our Vanguard Cavalry, which will sort of be our Highgarden Cavalry. They're going to advance into combat with Volantis. Let's grab a Highgarden card, and let's grab a Volantis card, and we will see how they do. So we've got Highgarden and Targaryen. We're gonna have the Queen of Thorns. She's got 6 attack there against Zaro Zohan Doxos, who's got 2 attack. That means ignore all ability on the opponent's card. Fine, so that means we are going to move. They have nowhere to retreat, so they are off the board. So we have reclaimed Volantis back from the Targaryens. Volantis is claimed from Targaryens, so they're going to lose that one in this round, and they're going to lose a knight. So Targaryen defeat there at the hands of Highgarden. Essos is fully invaded here. Let's go on to continue the assault. Targaryen turn. They will go ahead and attack with the dragons at 3 strength. So they're at 9 strength +1. They will attack King's Landing, which is in a consolidate power mode. So that's going to put them 3 versus 7. Let's leave a dragon though, just make it 3 versus 6. 3 versus 5. And we're going to give a Baratheon card versus a Targaryen card. Baratheon versus Targaryen. We'll have the Bastard of Nightsong and Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo gives it 4, 8, 9 versus 2, 3, 4. They are defeated. So this gains. So actually, these are actually pulled off from Drogo's wording there. So let's give King's Landing is now in the property of the Targaryens. Let's put a token on this. So King's Landing has been taken by the Targaryens, and that means their victory is back to 6. Let's keep moving on. We've got. Let's go to Stark. Stark versus. Let's just wipe this out. Stark versus the Grey Water Watch. Let's just get a battle between the Starks and the Greyjoys here. It's 2 versus 1. Starks versus Greyjoys. It's Steelshanks Walton versus Balin Greyjoy. That's going to make it 4 versus 3. They have to retreat back to Flint's Finger, making this an advancement from Moat Cailin. Moat Cailin can have a token still as part of the Stark victory. Stark's victory from Moat Cailin. Okay, next up, let's go to the Crackle. Let's go ahead and have Crackle Claw Point versus Mountains of the Moon. Crackle Claw Point versus Mountains of the Moon. Lannister versus Aaron. Lannister versus Aaron. We've got Bronze Jan Royce versus Qyburn. So this is going to come down to the numbers here. So that's 3, 4, 5 versus 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, they retreat back to the Vale, and the Mountains of the Moon are taken by the Lannisters. Lannister victory, even with Qyburn. Let's go ahead now and see what else we can get up to. How about Dorne in the Rhone versus Targaryens in Norvos? They're in a defensive mode. Let's go Mir versus... No, Pentos will be there. We'll have the Rhone versus Norvos. Rhone versus Norvos. Rhone versus Norvos. It's Daenerys Targaryen with 3, 4, 5 versus Nymeria Sands with 3. They are forced to retreat back to their position. Norvos is fine there. Daenerys versus Nymeria Sands appearance. Okay, let's go ahead. Stark versus Pentos. Stark versus Pentos. Stark versus Pentos. Again, Targaryens. We got Ramsay Bolton versus Viserys Targaryen. So it's 3, 6, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, this is not good for the Targaryens. Targaryen defeat. Let's have the Targaryens go ahead and attack Mir instead there. Targaryens versus Mir in Dorne. It's Doran Martell versus Grey Worm. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 versus 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 versus 8. Each house suffers. Who has the iron sword? Nobody. Just draw. Okay, and then finally, let us have Shipbreaker Bay versus the Bay of Pentos. Shipbreaker Bay versus the Bay of Pentos. It's 4, 5, 6. 6 versus 2. No, sorry, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7 versus 2. But it's Daenerys Targaryen, so it's 6, 8. So they're going to have to retreat somewhere to here, I guess. They're going to the Narrow Sea, and they've taken now the Bay. They're going to go forward with only 2. Finally, let's have... where else can we attack? I think that's going to do it for the round. Guys, that's going to do it for the round. We will see you in the next round. Targaryens still have enough property, but I think Stark has moved up in the victory track. I will reconcile the victory track, and we will see you in the next round. Thank you for watching.